Hey guys, this is Shannon with an editing note. Actually, a couple. So, this episode is a tiny bit different than normal. Hannah is in the middle of doing revisions on her thesis, and because of that, doing full research for a topic just wasn't possible this week, which is totally fine. So, instead, what we're doing is we are discussing Bigfoot hunters, Bigfoot hoaxes, and the Cardiff Giant. Those were just things that we could discuss fairly quickly without having to do a whole lot of background research. The episode is more chaotic than I would normally allow. It kind of had to be just because of the way everything was structured. So it's very tangent heavy. There's a lot of rants, just a warning. Hope everyone's cool with that. The next episode is one of mine, so I'm assuming that the next episode will be a little more structured. The second note is that Hannah lost power for some reason while we were recording. I'm still not entirely sure how that happened. So at the 1 hour mark, her audio quality drops dramatically and then it pops back up a few minutes later. That's why she had to start recording on her phone while she was waiting for her computer to start back up. So yeah, enjoy the episode.
Everyone barf and throw your cat at the same time. Ready? Go. Look at my fingernails. Aren't they beautiful?
What did you do to them?
I got nervous.
Nervous?
Yes.
Want to do the
Can we
intro?
cut all this out? This is
I was
garbage.
planning on it, so.
Okay, good. Are we starting? Is
Yes.
everybody ready? Can we all try to...
Let's go for it.
Yes,
I'm mostly
I am
talking to myself.
functioning. I was
No, I'm
gonna
talking
say,
to myself.
I'm doing
I'm
fine.
almost exclusively speaking to myself.
Okay.
And Peppa, who's behind me. Okay, hello, hi, welcome to the Triad, where we're spooky but sensitive. I'm Hannah.
I'm Shannon.
I'm Shelby.
Yay!
Yay! Oh my god, Jinx. Look what I was doing right before this. Can you
I
even
can't
see
see
that?
that.
Google
No.
Translate. Not really,
Decoding a Russian
It's just
TikTok.
white. Beautiful.
no. Do we have any announcements at all?
I haven't slept in 8 days. And I
yes,
threw up my back
barf.
again.
Yay.
The
that
second draft of
sounds-
my thesis is due on Monday. So,
Oh, yeah.
this
Hannah's got that
episode's
going
gonna
for
be
her.
real half-assed.
That's okay.
That's the second
Fair.
song I've sung since we've gotten on together.
I'm eating gummies because I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
That can't be good
They're
for you.
turmeric and ginger.
Well, at least you won't be inflamed.
Exactly. I haven't noticed that they do much. But
Yeah.
they taste good. They taste like orange.
There you
I
go.
am
Little
thoroughly
orange candies.
convinced that turmeric cured my ulcer because nothing else. I was on like real drugs and it wasn't doing it for me. And then my mom's like, try turmeric, because my mom's all about like, I don't know, natural medicine, but also real medicine. I don't fucking know. She's all over the place. But anyway, okay. So today's episode is, I don't even know how to
It's just going to be a tiny bit different than normal, but it's still going to be in line with our normal.
Here's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Let's set a timer for 1 hour and just chit chat about how stupid Bigfoot hunters are, because that's really, when I pitched this idea, I was like, let's just do that.
Okay. I will
Sounds
actually
good.
start a timer if you want me to start a timer.
I
Please.
mean, if you want.
Okay.
So the reason I thought, okay, so really we're just gonna be shit talking all cryptid hunters, which I totally fall into this category, but like I'm still gonna shit talk everyone. It's just everybody sucks. We're all stupid. Okay, so the reason I bring this up is because Oklahoma, and this is an out of date piece of information that I'm looking at. So there's an Oklahoman lawmaker who wants to make a Bigfoot hunting season. The legislation would you'd have to get like a hunting license for Bigfoot specifically, and if you actually kill or capture Bigfoot, you get $25,000. And it's supposed to bring in tourism to the. How did I tell you how we said this?
Washita.
Washita.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So it's supposed to bring tourism to the Washita Mountains. So
That sounds like a recipe for a bunch of people to just bring in mangled up, maybe furry
Yeah.
creatures and be like, well, I shot Bigfoot.
well,
Also, it sounds like a
according-
recipe for people to shoot each other.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. Like, this is just gonna bring a bunch of
Like, someone's gonna be
idiots
out
to the
there in
woods.
all of their camo stuff, and someone's just gonna be like, Bigfoot, and shoot them.
Yeah. Well, because they won't be in camo. They'll be like, I'm gonna dress like a female Bigfoot.
Yep, exactly.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. But this is from NPR, and according to the Bigfoot Research Organization, the BRO, there have been 106 Bigfoot sightings in Oklahoma. I don't know, like, when that data
Like total?
began or ended.
That
I don't know.
doesn't-
That's all it says.
I mean, I'm coming at this from purely a practical standpoint. That's
Listen.
not enough to justify adding an entirely new hunting season and a hunting license, in my opinion. Plus, this is just stupid. But,
For a fake fucking creature.
like,
Shannon.
that's what I'm saying. It's stupid. I'm just also saying, practically, this doesn't make sense. Like, if you're gonna do this, at least do it in a way that makes sense. Ugh.
I
Yeah,
know,
This
like-
is just... It's very Oklahoma. I will say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
You're
I just
right.
thought of something.
What?
What?
My one time my mom called my grandma, and you guys will understand this, but my grandma did not because she's not from St. Louis. My mom called her and was like, "Yeah, today's it's the first day of open season for the Cardinals," and my grandma was like, "What?" And my mom was like, "Yeah, you know, open season for the Cardinals." And my grandma was like, "Shoot." My mom was like, the baseball team, Patricia.
That's funny.
Anyway, she was very upset because she thought
I
that we
mean, I
ignored
understand the
cute
confusion
songbirds.
there.
It's open season for the Cardinals.
Oh, that's
Yep, they're
funny.
dead. Goodbye.
Yeah. Hang on.
I don't know.
Let's see this. I want to see what... Go ahead.
So I want...
You go.
Oh, go ahead. I was just going to talk about one person in particular. This isn't really an episode on Bigfoot. Did either of you, like, dibs that, by the way?
I didn't.
Nope. I think I put, like,
I'm-
general cryptids on mine.
Okay, well, I'll
But
just talk
I
about
didn't.
Bigfoot for, like, half a second, and just... So, Bigfoot or Sasquatch or, I don't know, some people call it a skunk ape, or there's other, I don't know, dumb
A
names
Yeti.
for it. Well, I'm talking about Bigfoot specific, because Yeti would imply that it's in Asia.
Sorry, real quick. So I looked up the bill itself just to see, like, what part of the process it's in. And it got referred to a committee, so there's that. But
Wow.
Oklahoma makes you pay, I think. Oh no, it's free. Never mind, ignore me. You have to, like, register an account with them to track bills, which is not something that Illinois does. They just let you look at shit. So sorry, that's not at all related, but
My main thing about being upset at this bill, which is why I wanted to talk shit on people, not really, but, like, kind of,
Yeah.
is that we are in a global health crisis.
that too. Yeah.
And
And this is what they're focusing on.
yeah. So I feel like some people need to sort out their priorities. Like, maybe
Yeah.
instead of wasting fucking time and resources and money on this kind of bullshit, you, like, feed and vaccinate children. And,
Yeah. Or
you
adults.
know,
Why would
take
we
care of
do
your
that?
state.
Yeah. Well, and
I
even
know
then,
Texas
like,
was just frozen, so I'm sure Oklahoma was frozen too.
They were.
And, like,
Like,
can you just, like, fucking get it together, Oklahoma? Sorry,
Yeah.
not sorry.
well, and then, like, this specific bill, it's like
its purpose is to bring in tourism. Like, you want to bring more people in
We
during a
are
pandemic?
in a global pandemic. You are not to leave your household. I went to Target today and I still feel guilty about it, but like I was out of water, so.
I also, so
Anyway.
I'm still on the Oklahoma government website. Apparently you can sign in using Facebook and leave comments. Would you like me to read to you the only comments, the
Yes.
2 comments that are on this? Okay, so
Yes!
I'm just going to say their first name. Someone named Natalie said, how can you possibly consider encouraging hunting a quote-unquote people? Sasquatch are a people, all in caps. They have families. They just want to live in peace. This bill is promoting murder, all in caps. And then somebody named Mark responded and said, pretty sure all the articles mention capture of a Bigfoot, not killing them. And actually, it is just to generate revenue for the sale of hunting licenses since there are no Bigfoots to catch.
Bigfoots are a people.
Apparently.
Y'all.
Hate America. I'm leaving this garbage dump.
With family units and everything.
According to Natalie, Sasquatches are people.
Fuck off. Do you know what else has family units? Literally every other animal.
And like
For, like-
immigrants, and we don't give them a whole lot of rights either. So like,
That's true too. Why? Why, for the love of God, are we focusing on hunting practices for an
imaginary creature.
you know what? It's an inanimate object. It is totally fake. It's not real. It's imaginary. Fuck this. This just makes me so upset. There's so much other shit going on. Like, can we please, please, please? You know what? There are so many kids who go to bed hungry, and why are you spending so much time and money talking about making a fucking license to go out in the woods and look for nothing? You can do that on your own time.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
You don't have to pay for it.
Maybe provide children with food.
Someone should tell that one dude from BuzzFeed Unsolved about it. He'd probably buy a license.
Yeah.
Since that's the only thing he believes in.
Yeah, Shane. The only thing he believes in maybe is Bigfoot.
Oh, Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
He believes in aliens, I think.
Yeah. He believes in all of the like cryptid kind of stuff, but none of the ghost stuff. Let me see. I'm also looking to see what other bills this person has sponsored.
I would like to look at Oklahoma's poverty.
And I believe... Yeah, he sponsored a bill that severely limits abortion in Oklahoma. So there's that, too.
Ookie.
Yeah.
Oklahoma has a 15.2% poverty rate, and why aren't we solving that instead of fucking making a piece of paper so you can go out in the woods and scream by yourself with you and your shooting buddies?
Yeah. This dude introduced a bill that would make it illegal for a doctor to perform an abortion except in cases of, like, death of the mother or substantial or irreversible physical impairment of the mother. That's it.
Oklahoma wound up in the bottom 10 states when it comes to average income, health coverage, and poverty, according to rankings compiled by 24/7 Wall Street. According to that, Oklahoma ranks 42nd out of 50 overall, with a median household income of $49,176.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, fuck this bill. Let's talk about Bigfoot.
Just fuck Oklahoma and fuck this dude, and like that dude who sponsored it in particular.
No. Let's not fuck Oklahoma. Let's fuck that guy in particular.
Yeah, let's do
That
that.
sounds weird, but you know what I mean.
Okay, let's move on.
Erky Derky. So, Bigfoot is, this is from Wikipedia because, clearly, is an ape-like creature found in the forests of North America. It's like an amalgamation of a bunch of other...
Everybody knows
I
what a
know,
Bigfoot
I'm just
is.
trying to be thorough. I'm just saying, it's like an amalgamation of a bunch of different things, like from Europe to native peoples, and it's just...
Yeah.
It's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about some hoaxes, because fuck people who... people who make money off of this kind of shit make me so mad. Like, did you guys ever read about the Giants, like P.T. Barnum and the Giants? I think it was P.T. Barnum. He was a dickbag anyway. Anyone who says that, what's that movie that is
Greatest
about
Showman.
him?
The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm sorry. Hugh Jackman,
no,
you're
that
beautiful
movie
and
is
I love
great,
you. But no,
they shouldn't
that is
have
not who
said
P.T.
it was
Barnum
P.T.
was.
Barnum.
He was a monster.
No, the movie was great, but they should have just made it a fictional. Whatever.
They basically did. They basically just took his name and
I
random
was gonna
events
say,
in
like,
his
nothing
life.
in that
nice
story
person?
is right.
No.
So.
Yeah.
Fucking ew. He's so gross. He was best
But Hugh
friends
Jackman
with
is a precious puppy. So.
I have to look this up. I read a paper about it once. Fjather. Do you ever type a J in father and then you're instantly like Scandinavian? Fjather. No, just me.
No, because the J is nowhere near
The
it.
J is not
No.
near any of those
I
letters.
said accidentally type a J. I didn't like.
Yeah, most
Whatever,
of my
fuck you
accidents
guys.
are with letters that are nearby the letter that I want.
Like,
I don't
how do
wanna
you
talk
put a
to you ever
J?
again. For the 9,000th fucking time, I'm dyslexic and my fingers are too.
Okay.
Okay, here's my rant about P.T.
Okay.
Barnum. J. Marion Sims was friends with P.T. Barnum. Like, they were like BFFs.
Okay.
And he is the, quote, father of gynecology.
Ew.
Actually, what he did was
Yeah, I
totally fuck up a bunch of slave women, right? Were they?
I think
so.
they were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Against their will, literally sticking spoons inside of them and just fucking around in there.
Oh, God.
And he has, like, what are they? Statues all over the place because they're like, oh, he, enhanced modern medicine by blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, he just, like, hurt and traumatized a bunch of women and
Yeah.
is super gross. And
Yeah.
can we set him on fire now? Thanks. Cool. All right, that was my P.T. Barnum and J. Marion Sims
Okay.
screaming.
So to go back
Okay,
to
back
it,
to
it was
Bigfoot.
hoaxes, right? We were on hoaxes.
Hoaxes.
Yes.
Yes. So okay. So one of the more recent hoaxers is this guy named Rick Dyer. So in 2008, he made a press statement that was like, "Hey guys," on a radio show, on Steve Cull's radio show called Squatch Detective.
I don't like that. But
I know
okay.
it really sounds like you're the person who has to go at a vet, like go look through the poop, like,
Yeah.
to see if they swallowed anything. Squatch Detective.
Nope, that sounds bad.
Yeah, that just sounds
Anyway,
gross.
it's yucky. They kind of like leaked this grainy. Oh, they said to Squatch Detective that. Hold on, I'm gonna vomit in my microphone.
Okay.
This is such a shit episode. You know what? This is Dyatlov Pass took a lot. Dyatlov Pass. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. This is so much out of me, but this is what we're getting for this episode. Air care. So, everybody calm the fuck down.
I think Shannon
so
should
Rick Dyer
not
went
edit
on
this
this-
episode. Literally just put it up as is.
Oh God.
We're
see
doing
how
it
the rest
live.
of this goes. We'll see how the
Okay.
rest of this goes.
So,
Leaving all of me and Hannah's. Oh crap.
me throwing up directly into the microphone. Listen,
Y'all
I had to make
don't
a grilled
know
cheese.
how much Shannon edits out of me and Hannah being ridiculous and stupid and throwing things across the room and like hitting our mics.
Oh, speaking of throwing things
killing
across
our
the room, I
cats.
can't find my eye drops, which I threw across the room in a previous episode. I'm very upset about it. I looked everywhere.
We're all such old
My eyes are
ladies.
very dry.
They fell into
Okay.
the same portal that my ring fell into when I was staying at your house. You'll find it in like 6 months.
It'll be like on Peppa's head, and she'll be like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck?" Shannon came to my house. Peppa knocked into the bed, and then like her ring disappeared forever
It just
into a void.
Mike found it, right?
Yeah, but like
Yeah. I still don't
the
have
room
it.
it was lost in,
It was
had
gone.
nothing in it but a table. Like there
Did
was
he ever tell you where
nothing
he
in there.
found it? Did he ever tell you where he found it? Like, was it in the dining room?
I don't know where he found it.
Okay. I'm just curious, because there was nowhere in there for it to be. Like,
We seriously searched for like 2 days.
yeah.
Should we tell that story? Because it's almost the anniversary. Oh, look.
I know.
Look.
I mean, I think I've already mentioned how your cat ran into the air mattress and I thought your house was haunted.
No,
That
sorry.
was-
Let me rephrase. The story of us escaping to Illinois.
Oh, no, I don't think we've actually explained that. So last year, during our spring breaks lined up last year, right? That was how
Yes,
that all
it was
worked
a
out.
miracle.
So
And also, did I have a real job? Yes, I did, but we were on break.
I
It
don't
was like
remember.
a triple break.
Yeah, it just worked out
Like,
perfectly. And
so
so, you know, spring break's in the middle of March, so we had planned, like, I literally bought the airline tickets, like, the previous July. Like, we had, like, planned this.
I was supposed to go too, and then things fell through.
Yeah. And then, so I flew on March.
Oh wait, can we say what we
14th
were gonna do?
of last year.
Wait, let's tell them what
We
we
were
were
gonna
supposed
do
to do.
so much shit, dude. We
We
were gonna
gonna
go
do, like, a
to
paranormal
Salem. We
tour.
were gonna go, yeah, we were gonna go to the Lizzie Borden house. Like, we were gonna do all this shit. And so I flew out on March 14th, which, if many of you remember, was the day that lockdown started in a whole lot of different places.
I was gonna say it started
Tell
here
them
on
where
the
you flew
17th.
into. Tell them what city you flew
Yeah.
into.
I flew into Boston. There was no
Fucking
one
Boston.
fucking there.
I picked her up at Logan. There was nobody there. It was like
There was no
It was
one
really
there.
like the beginning of The Walking Dead. It was so scary.
Seriously, there was. Well, because, like, we still didn't think it was going to be that bad yet. You know what I mean? So I was like,
Yeah.
I can justify taking this trip because we didn't think it was going to be that bad. So that was on a Saturday. The next day, we went hiking and both fell on a mountain. And then,
Okay, and fucking Mike, my cousin. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Side story to this side story. As we hiked up this mountain, it was Mount Cadillac. For anyone who knows anything about Acadia, it's like the
yeah.
big pink rock mountain up there. It's like a super duper famous mountain. Anyway, we were hiking up Mount Cadillac, not really on a trail. I think we were like in the backwoods. I don't know. And also,
Yeah,
since it
I
was
thought
March,
we
it was
were
still
just
fucking-
like walking, and then we got there, and you guys were like, "We're basically rock climbing," and I was like, "No,"
By the way,
but it all
we're
worked
going up the
out. Yeah.
backside of the mountain. But it since it was March, it was still frozen. There were like patches of ice everywhere, and
Mm-hmm.
I was wearing my hiking. No, what was I wearing? I was wearing like
You
my
were wearing
hiking
hiking
shoes.
boots.
Shannon was wearing boots.
I was in
and then
boots.
fucking Michael, my cousin. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
You were wearing like lace-up boots.
yeah, that's what I said.
Why are
We're
we
good.
fighting about this? We had said the
We're
same
not.
exact thing.
We're not. It's fine.
Anyway, and then Mike, my cousin, was wearing fucking Crocs, and
Mm-hmm.
Shannon and I both ate it.
Ate it.
So I really thought Shannon
Ugh.
was gonna either break her hip or have a concussion when I picked her up off the ice.
Yeah. Well, because what happened
you
was
fell
we were
so
on like a
hard.
what?
You fell so hard.
I know. So we were on like a flatter part, and there was this huge patch of ice that we like had to walk on. And I said out loud, "This doesn't look too bad." Took one step and then just went sideways. I was
It
like
was
3
really-
inches away from a pile of rocks. It was. I didn't even bruise.
I
I was
thought-
fine.
I know, that was so crazy. I really
Yeah.
thought you hit your head on those rocks, and I was like, well, she's
It was
dead. This
close.
has been fun.
Yeah,
Welcome
but
to
like I
Maine.
know how to fall, so I took it all on my hip, but I was fine. So that was on the way up, and then on the way down, we got stuck in like, not stuck, but there was this part. There was like an ice island thing in between rocks that we had to walk on, and Mike and I both made it across, and then Hannah was walking down. All of a sudden, she said, "Guys," and she's like. Got one foot on the rock thing, holding onto a tree that looks like the Christmas tree from Charlie Brown. She's leaving. I don't care. And then her 2 feet were just going like this, just sliding in opposite directions.
Oh my gosh.
It was the best. I just told them how you fell, so
Yes, like a beautiful ballerina.
it was so funny.
doing the splits.
Yeah. So anyway, on Sunday we did that. Monday we were really
Wait,
tired.
did you talk about Mike's Crocs?
Yes, you said he
Don't
was in.
roll your eyes at me. No, we didn't say specifically what mode they were in,
Oh,
Shannon. They
right.
were in sports mode.
They were.
The back flap was down.
Yes.
Anyway, that's all.
They
So
were
that
in
happened-
four-wheel drive.
Yes. So that
Yep.
happened Sunday. On Monday, we were both really tired from falling on a mountain, so we didn't do anything. Tuesday, and I think Monday was when we were like, we should probably go back to Illinois because like we can't do anything anyway.
Yeah,
and
you were trying to change your flight, and I was like, I hate it here.
Yeah, and then Hannah was like, well, I want to go back too, and I was like, okay, then we'll just drive. And so Tuesday was St. Patrick's Day, and Hannah made us a like Irish feast for dinner, and it was amazing. And then that Wednesday, we drove to Chicago from Maine. I accidentally took my sleep meds in New York, so I slept through most of New York. I took my sleep meds instead of my daytime meds. I'm really glad I wasn't driving. So we drove to Chicago so I could get clothing and my dog, and then on Thursday we drove from Chicago
we had Peppa
back
in the car too.
Freeburg. Yeah, and we had her cat in the car. Ugh, and then we didn't leave our parents' houses for 5 months after that.
Yep. I came back in July.
I went back in late July, yeah, because I was moving to my new apartment. So,
yeah.
Becoming that was fun.
Grad assistant, so I had to come back.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Oh, that was
I don't
just
even
the story.
remember.
Hoaxes.
Yeah, we never actually got onto the hoaxes. How about we do that?
Oh my god. I'm trying to kill time. Okay. So, Rick Dyer went to Squatch Detective.
Right.
And was like, hey guys, I have a body. And they were like, sick. So, they released some like really grainy footage of a carcass kind of in a block of ice, which seriously, like that's how every like dumb caveman episode of any TV show happens, you know what I mean? It's like they're in the ice and they like get out their blow dryers and then it's ready to go, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, that's how it went on Phineas and Ferb, and that is the greatest episode of the greatest show.
Shelby, did you know that I know Dan Povenmire?
No.
I did. You bring it up a lot, though, with me for some reason.
I don't know why. Dan Povenmire, I don't really know how you say it, but he's friends with my parents. He, like, stayed at my parents' house for a while when they lived in Spain. And one time he drew Emma and I as SpongeBob characters, and he also one time called on the phone and was recording Phineas and Ferb because he's the voice of Doofenshmirtz. And he asked me if I was going to pursue a career in evil, but in the Doofenshmirtz voice.
I
like,
love
dude,
that.
I don't really know you.
I
have to
am
go.
super jealous.
Yeah, okay. There's a picture that hangs at my parents' house that is it's like a caricature of my parents. I forget what it says, but it's really funny. It's something like it's from when they lived in Spain, and my dad's like, they're like tour guides almost, and my dad says answers like 10 pesos, and then what did they use there? Euros? I don't know. Whatever they used in Spain at the time, in the 80s, 90s. And then my mom says correct answers, and then it's like double that. Anyway.
Okay, they found a body in a block of ice. Oh my god,
let's talk about this fucking hoax.
Yes.
What? I'm having a stroke. Hoax.
You have a lot of strokes, Hannah.
I'm just, my head hurts really bad. I don't know why. I'm gonna drink some of this water. They had this, like, press conference, and they announced that they had this 7-foot, 7-inch, 500-pound creature that they found while hiking in the mountains of North Georgia.
500 pounds?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Jesus.
They just threw that shit on a slab of ice and were like, let's go. So they said that, according to Dyer, it took them a day and a half with 6 men to carry the Bigfoot out while being followed by other big... Okay, now, I'm going to pause really quick. Do we say big foots or big feet?
Big feet.
See, mine was big
What is the
foots.
plural?
I think it should be big foots, but...
Grammatically, big foots, but,
yes.
For my own humor, big feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's a proper way to do this, because it's a completely made-up thing anyway, so, like...
as the resident linguist...
That doesn't matter. All language is made up.
You know what I mean.
Yes, all language is made up, but... based off of what standard English rules are currently, it should be Bigfoots.
There you go.
Okay. Anyway, as they were carrying this Bigfoot carcass out of the mountains, they were being followed by other Bigfoots.
Yes.
So, this looks like Biscotti, but that can't be his name. Tom Biscardi joined them at this conference and said, quote, "Last weekend I touched it. I measured its feet. I felt its intestines." And
all of that just made me gag a little bit.
Yeah.
I know, Shelby, right before you got on, I was reading that and I went, ew. And then immediately you came on. I was like, I shouldn't hear that. Because it wasn't for you. It's just, I was reading that.
It's all good.
So he was saying, like, oh my gosh, it's so authentic. Let me see who this guy is really quick. Oh, he's a cryptozoology enthusiast and Las Vegas promoter
All right.
and radio host.
Wow.
That sounds about right.
That
Yeah.
sounds, yeah.
I expected nothing
So
else.
total credibility, ethos.
Probably knows Zach Bagans.
Yeah,
Stack
maybe.
Bagel Bites. Beep 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 beep. Okay, then this guy named Jerry Perino, who's an owner of an internet Halloween costume retailer called thehorrordome.com, said that the costume, the thing that they were looking at, quote, definitely looks like our costume after looking at the Bigfoot pictures.
So it was a costume.
After, yes. So then after that, they looked at the costume, or they looked at the body, quote unquote, and they were like, okay, it's just a Bigfoot costume stuffed with possum, roadkill, and entrails from a slaughterhouse.
Oh my
Why?
god.
So this whole affair, this
Why?
whole like 2008 hoax only lasted for a few days.
Well, yeah.
And after that, so then Dyer said that, I can't take this guy seriously. I'm so sorry. If any of you are hardcore Dyer fans, I'm so sorry. But after being exposed, Dyer said that an unnamed government agency confiscated the real body.
Okay.
So he's saying, no, I did have a real one. They came in the middle of the night and swapped it.
Yeah, the fucking, I don't know, CIA came in and was like, you don't need that Bigfoot body. You don't need that Halloween costume that's awesome roadkill. You know too much. Like, what the fuck?
No, that's not okay.
So anyway,
man.
that's the end of the 2008 hoax. Let's talk about the 2012 hoax.
There's more. Great.
There's more here. Of course, obviously.
I know. I just.
So, I keep wanting to call this guy Andy Dwyer, but that's not his name. His name is Rick Dyer. Okay, so in 2012, he claimed to have killed another Bigfoot-like creature in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, this is the same dude.
Same guy.
Oh my god. Okay.
This is his name on Wikipedia is Rick Dyer (parentheses hoaxer). So let's see, blah blah blah. So he said that he lured the Bigfoot out by using, quote, pork ribs from Walmart.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, I remember this happening. I remember this.
Doused in a special barbecue sauce that he attached to trees. And he told this to Esquire magazine. Quote, we nailed him. Oh my god, I can't even. Quote, we nailed like apostrophe
Them,
EM
yeah.
all around the trees. No, I'm just saying I really
Yeah.
like him. We nailed him all around the trees. And then that night we heard Bigfoot come back. I chased him down the middle of that night. I shot him once. He ran. I shot him again.
Oh god.
Anyway. So apparently he killed this Bigfoot.
They nailed stakes to a tree.
Because he nailed fucking pork ribs from Walmart to a tree. Yes. This is why I wanted to talk about this. Like, the whole
Yes.
culture around Bigfoot really
I
just
know.
makes me fucking upset. It's too much. So he said that an unnamed always with the unnamed in this guy.
Of course,
an
it's
unnamed
unnamed.
university in Washington tested the creature's DNA and told him that it was an unknown species. Oh my god. So then,
Okay. Why would he not just say the university? Like, I don't, like, if this did happen, why would he not say the university name?
because the government doesn't want you to know.
Yeah, that's probably what he would say. Okay.
Okay. So then, his accomplice, Dyer's accomplice, and also a self-proclaimed Bigfoot skeptic, Alan Isbell, also known as, quote, Muskie Alan.
I'm gonna need
From-
people to never say that again.
Yeah.
Is this pronounced Wakanda, Illinois?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I think that's
Wakanda
up near
forever,
here.
girl.
Yeah. Hang on. I think that's up near here.
Crazy. Anyway,
Yeah, it's
he
near
said,
here. Sorry. I just looked.
No,
but-
you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Muskie Allen looked at this shot San Antonio thing, pork ribs, and said that it was the real thing. And since he said it, because remember he's a skeptic. Oh my god, I'm gonna vomit.
Yuki. Yuki.
Everyone barf and throw your cat at the same time. Ready?
Shannon doesn't have a cat.
And I don't want to barf, so I'll just supervise.
But pretty soon,
You know what? Shannon,
she's
you're
gonna
pretty
get
good.
to live with my cat.
I will.
And she's so excited.
I actually am. I'm used to dealing with Sheldon, so
That's true. He is also
Yeah.
a demon.
he's getting better in his old age, apparently.
Yuki's sweet to me.
Yeah.
Once she warms up to you, she'll be fine.
I'm more
Maybe.
worried about, like, I can handle a tiny cat. I'm more worried about the dog and what she's gonna do.
Nah, they'll be fine.
Yeah. I just mostly hope, just because Maisie's very persistent and
Yeah.
is not good at reading body language from any other living creature, and she's like, well, I want to play, therefore they also want to play. Why do they not want to play with me?
Yeah,
So
Yuki is
I really hope Yuki just...
not declawed. So.
Yeah, I know. I really hope Yuki just accepts that Maisie wants to play with her constantly. Because Maisie's gonna try to get her to play no matter what, so I hope she just understands that.
Yeah.
We'll see. That or she'll just
I don't
swipe at
know.
her. And
Our
then-
dogs are scared of her. Well, Yuki or Gypsy just ignores her, and Tucker is scared of her. So
Yeah,
It's
Maisie will
fine.
probably
It
be
cracks-
a little bit afraid of her because she's afraid of everything. So
true.
yeah, I mean, best case scenario. I mean, I want them to get along, obviously, but I'm hoping that if Yuki does swipe at Maisie, that Maisie takes that as a hint to leave her alone. But Maisie's an idiot, so that probably isn't gonna happen.
I will say Yuki doesn't usually put her claws out with the dogs. She does with me
Yeah,
and everyone else in the house, but
Yeah.
not with the dogs.
I mean, if she does, Maisie will be fine. She'll survive.
Yeah, I mean it'll just be like a little swat on the nose. They'll
She's
get
had
over
worse,
it.
so she'll be fine. But yeah, anyway. Cats.
But they're fun
Uh-huh.
or something.
I like cats.
Or something.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the or something as she. Oh, also Yuki has this thing where like she doesn't know how to detract her claws.
Oh. Cool.
So she just like
Are they
gets
just really long?
no.
Because
No.
Peppa's grow out so far that they curl under, so I have to cut her nails all the time.
No, hers don't do that, and like we keep them trimmed and everything. She just like doesn't know how to pull her claws back in, and so she's constantly getting stuck on things. And you'll just see her sitting there with like one hand like
One
on
foot
the
up.
couch, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she'll like pull it, and it won't come out, and
Mom,
then
I'm
she's just like.
stuck.
But if you try to help her, she like gets
Yeah.
all angry and
She
stuff.
has to
She's
do
like,
it
"I meant to
herself."
do that."
Yeah. Anyway, skeptic guy said it was real. I think was where we was. Where we was? Wow, is where we were.
Where we was. Oh my God, Shannon.
Grandma.
Did everyone
I've
go night-night?
literally,
I think we're done.
I've literally never done that before. What the hell?
I think it was...
Ugh. Anyway.
Anyway, so... they named this creature Hank, which... Why wouldn't you name
Hank?
Harry like Harry and the Hendersons? Yeah.
Hank is such a lame name.
Whoa. My cousin's son's name is Hank, and he's the cutest damn child on the entire planet.
Okay, well, I've only ever
His name's
known
Henry,
one
but-
Hank in my life, and I worked with him at a certain unnamed restaurant with a heavy Australian accent in Georgia, and we did not get along, me and Hank. We'll just go with that.
I've never met a Hank, so,
So
I don't
are
have any
blooming
opinion on
onions
this name.
naturally occurring in Australia? Or-
Totally. Yeah, 100%. Every Monday, you can get your free bloomin' onion.
Goodness.
That's what I thought.
We
Pull
just
it
go
right out
out
of the
back.
ground.
We just go out back and pull them up. They only bloom on Mondays.
I love it.
That's funny. Okay.
Okay, I think
Hank. Yes.
so. They named it Hank,
Yes.
and then they started touring with the body because for some reason it's like not to go back to P.T. Barnum, but now we're like back
Yeah.
in the time where you tour with a fucking look at this body I found. Get your Bigfoot body.
God.
Anyway, so that was my Carnival Barker stat impression. I need to go to bed. It's only 6:00 here.
I think,
Okay,
yeah.
they started touring it around. Oh, Shannon, how do you say that word?
Touring. Touring.
Touring.
Yeah, that's not a word
Touring.
unless you're
Uh-huh.
tearing a piece of
It's-
paper.
Even then, that's not a word.
Touring. There are
No.
2 vowels in that word. Tour.
Nah.
Tour. Touring.
I said something today that made me sound so southern and I wanted to jump off a bridge. But I can't remember what it was. Anyway, back to this. Okay, so they put it in like a coffin with plexiglass so people could look in and see it. And they started charging people to see it because like how can you have a scam
Yeah.
if you don't do something like this?
Yeah.
So adults were charged $10 and children were charged $5, and it sold out,
Okay.
but pulled in close to $500,000.
Jesus
This man
Christ.
Said he caught Bigfoot by stapling pork ribs from
Ribs.
Walmart to a tree, and you're paying him $10 to look at what he has in a box. I'm sorry,
much-
but you deserve to lose your money.
$500,000. That's so much
You
money.
deserve to lose your money at this
Yeah.
point.
Okay, but also I would be that person who'd be like, yeah, here's $10. It's totally cool. Like, I know this is a hoax. I 100% know this isn't true, but like, sure. Let's give the crazy man $10.
Yeah.
Hannah's giving
Honey,
me
give the
such
nice
a
crazy
judgy
man
look right now.
$10. I can't even see you guys because I have Wikipedia pulled up. I'm just over here. My own angry world. I guess I could put it. No, that's too hard. I'm gonna put it back.
You're
I
fine.
just won't look at you. Okay, so Dyer started telling people, "Oh yeah, we had its DNA tested, we had its DNA sequenced, we had it scanned, we had an autopsy, anything you can imagine." And people were like, "Okay, what? Where's the proof?"
I was gonna say, were people able to see that, or did he just say that they had it?
No, unknown. You know
Yeah.
how he be. So anyway, then the media, so like some critics were like, "Hey, remember how this guy did the same exact thing in 2008?
Yeah.
Why are you giving him $500,000 now? Like, what the fuck?" So when people started to question him, he would literally freak the fuck out, and he'd be like, he would slander people openly
God.
who said stuff to him. So then people were like, I wonder if this is a tactic that just proves that he, again, is pulling
That he's full of shit.
something over us.
Yeah.
Jeez. So then this professor, Don Jeffrey Don Jeffrey Meldrum
There we
from the Department of Anthropology at Idaho State University said, quote, "The thing has clearly been fabricated to depict a specimen that has been dissected. It smacks of images of alien autopsy." Anyone who uses smacks in that form, like, like stink.
Yeah.
I love it because it's in like every Irish song and it makes my heart sing. Who the fuck is texting? Alright. So, they, wait, wait, what is this? Okay, so, Andrew Clancy, who I've been reading as Clancy this whole time because I'm just really obsessed with the Clancy brothers, who were an Irish band. They're probably all dead. I don't know. Back in the 60s. So he was the spokesperson for the project, and he wrote, quote, "I confronted Mr. Dyer in Daytona on my suspicion of authenticity, and he admitted to me personally that the body of, quote, Hank was not a real body, but rather a construct of a company from Washington State, which was paid for by Rick Dyer. I am available and willing to cooperate with any federal or state law enforcement investigations should they arise."
Jesus.
So basically, this guy was like, I see now the error of my ways, and he's clearly cheating you out of so much money. So anyway, then he flew back to Australia and was like, goodbye forever. Because he was Australian. So he was just like, out. Goodbye.
Oh, man.
If he's Australian, I'm pretty sure it's good day, mate.
Goodbye, mate. Go fuck yourself.
Basically.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Also, I lived in Australia for a year and never once heard anybody say that. So I have a complaint to file.
But you did get a bloomin' onion, right?
Every Monday. Yep. Every Monday. Oh, God. The PTSD. Okay.
Yeah, I know for sure.
From
One
Australia
place.
No.
No.
From
From,
working in food service.
Oh, what's
Yes.
the opposite? In front. We don't want to say
What?
the actual thing. It's the opposite. I don't want to say the actual restaurant. In front.
In front. You're right. Oh, wow.
Okay, can I just say that I just wrote a story for class in which I say that any preposition that begins with "in" should also be connected to the word that follows directly after it. So, like, in front should be one word.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I wrote a whole story about it.
Well, in this scenario, it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
finally. Fuck
There
yeah.
you go.
It's a
Oh,
restaurant name.
My dream is
Yeah.
coming true. It's just so hard to, like, why wouldn't you, because "in" can be a prefix anyway, so why
Yeah.
wouldn't you just stick it on anything? I think the English language is so fucking stupid, and I have a lot of complaints.
That's how we got the word,
I have a lot of rebuttals to your complaints, but it's fine.
Fuck off.
It's fine. I'm just saying that there's a difference between a prefix and a separate word. Okay.
I understand, but sometimes
No, you don't,
in,
clearly.
like, no, because in our etymological processes, things have become so blended and fucked up and wrong that oh my god, English is such a stupid language. It's just
Okay,
like
see,
bastardized
but the thing
German
is, Hannah,
French.
you're just ahead of the times. It's eventually going to be that way because the whole purpose of language is for it to be as efficient as possible. So,
Okay.
that's why
No wait,
things...
not okay. Are you ready? K, period.
Exactly. See, we all know what that means. Therefore, language is efficient. And that literally took one letter. And we all know what you mean. Okay? You're just ahead of the times. Eventually, "in" will be a prefix on everything.
Thank God. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's finish talking about this house.
Shelby's a little grumpy today.
Shelby hasn't slept in 8 days.
Yes.
I'm
You
not
were-
actually grumpy. I just get really passionate about
Yeah.
words
You
and
were in
language.
a
I'm gonna
better
start
mood
sending
before you went to work today.
I was.
Yeah.
Nothing happened at work. I just climbed a bunch of ladders and hurt
Yeah.
my back, but it's fine.
Yeah. It's all good.
Anyway, I
I'm
also
just
think we
very
could
tired.
completely get rid of the letter K, but that's just me.
We probably could, because we have
could definitely
C
get away with-
and
We have
we
C.
have N. So like we don't need a K.
We don't need the letter K.
But also on that note, do we really need an S because we have
C?
C?
just feel like we don't need the letter K. It's really stupid.
You're right.
It confuses children. Like, have you ever tried to Shelby, you probably have tried to teach children how to spell? Maybe? I don't know. But
Yep.
like, K confuses the shit out of them because they think any k sound is a K and it's not. And
Yep.
it's like, why
Yeah.
don't we just get rid of this? Because C is so much more efficient. It can be 2 sounds. Or we could just use S. Or we could just, I don't know, have a
See, it's either get
Have
rid
a
of K or get rid of
pictorial.
C. Because there's no point for a C if you have K and S.
That's true. That's true. C could also fuck right off.
So, either way,
Let's just scrap the whole thing and start over.
we're just...
Honestly, can we please go back to hieroglyphics? That would be so much easier.
We have 11
really
minutes left on the
fascinating.
timer. Just so
Oh my god,
we're all
doing
aware.
so well. Yay! Okay, let's finish this thing, and then I want to talk about. I want to go back to those giants that I mentioned earlier because I think that's
Yeah.
a fascinating story as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so once Clacy flew back to Australia and was like, "Fuck you, dude. Goodbye." Wait, no, go fuck yourself, mate. Dyer announced on Facebook that Hank was actually a fake. Like, oh my god, what crazy. So he said that this place in Washington manufactured Hank for them using latex, foam, and camel hair.
Gross.
And
Alright.
that
Nope.
Dyer told the guy from the toy factory that the prop was for a movie about killing Bigfoot that he was shooting, but that he also wanted a baby Bigfoot and a female to be created. So
Ew.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah.
I know.
That
So
sounds
this
sketch.
guy,
I don't
I
like
know.
it.
so this guy Chris Russell of Twisted Toy Box, the toy company in Washington, started receiving really threatening phone calls and emails for making the prop. So he decided that he was not going to make the rest of the Bigfoot family. He just made Dead Hank, and that was it.
That's fair.
He said, Russell stated, quote, "I was asked to make the prop look poorly made, old and rotten taxidermy prop that had not been preserved correctly." So he sent, Dyer did send photos and drawings from the internet and asked for certain features to be replicated. So basically he just took a bunch of like pictures of roadkill and sent it to this guy and was like, "But make it 7 feet tall."
Oh, man.
So Dyer also maintains, and this man is either like so confident in his lying abilities or like batshit. He maintains that he does actually have a real Bigfoot body that he shot and killed, but he just cannot produce it.
Okay. Sure, bud. Sure. Was he like arrested or sued or anything? Because he committed massive financial fraud there.
No, doesn't
Interesting.
look like it.
All right.
Cool. Did he claim that on his taxes?
It does not say that in the Wikipedia article.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair question.
Here, you can look at this picture because I have to look at it. How do I? Oh no, how? Because we're on video.
You can share your screen.
Okay, why wouldn't it let me share my screen?
Did you
don't
click on
know.
share your screen?
Because I didn't click on it.
There we go.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can. When it's
Okay,
showing
this is
me,
the
there we
Cardiff
go.
Giant. Do you see the big fake naked man?
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Okay,
Gross.
let's talk about the Cardiff Giant.
Okay.
Oh look, yeah, see? P.T. Barnum popping up, this dick.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, so the Cardiff Giant was like one of the most famous hoaxes in America. It was also called the Petrified Man, and it was this 10-foot tall, well, you can see it, naked
Man.
dude.
Yeah.
Naked man. So stupid. Who made this initially? I totally forget. Oh, so it was created by a New York tobacconist named George Hall, and he was an atheist, and he was like, "I'm gonna just fuck up everyone who's religious. So he decided to make it, to make the giant after he got into an argument at a Methodist revival meeting about Genesis 6:4, which says, let me just read you exactly what Genesis. Can you just tell me? Oh, where's my Bible? I don't know. I don't know if I have one, to be honest. Catholics don't know how to read. That's what the priest is for. So basically, that part of Genesis states that there. Oh, I just punched my microphone. States that there were once giants roaming the earth. So he commissioned.
Genesis 6:4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
Gross.
Basically, it's like angels coming down and having children with humans, is what the Nephilim are.
Oh, wait, is Craig still recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. Okay.
You're good.
I just wanted you to see that naked man.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
But yeah, the Nephilim in the Bible are just like giants, but also giants on their own, like, existed in the Bible. I don't know.
That name? Okay. Did you guys watch Winnie the Pooh growing up?
Yeah.
Like, you know the heffalumps and woozles?
Mm-hmm.
It's a heffalump!
Heffalump. I'm a heffalump.
Okay.
That was from the heffalump movie.
So, Hull didn't originally come up with this. There had been a newspaper article from the Atla, California. I wonder if that's whatever. But it was a letter that some prospector said that oh my god, stop and read. It was a letter claiming that a prospector had been petrified when he drank a liquid within a geode. So
Sure. That's how
a
that
prospector
works.
breaks open a geode, which would not have water in it, I don't think,
No.
right? Is that possible? Shannon, look that up.
Okay.
But I need to know. But he drank it and then became petrified. Can you just... This is just so stupid. Like, hoaxes like this crack my shit up.
They
We should
can
talk about
have
bubble
water
gum.
trapped
Not
inside
bubble
of
gum.
them. It's called
What?
an anhydroagate. Yeah, they can.
My
But
mind
they're-
is literally... I gotta look this up.
They're normally within, like, areas with volcanic rock, which is not where this was
Which is not where
located, I believe.
prospectors would be?
That, yes.
Anhydro-
Yeah.
What?
Anhydro.
Oh,
Enhydro. Yeah, N. Sorry. En. Yeah, there's like a
Okay,
cavity
sorry.
in which water
I love
becomes
rocks.
trapped.
Did you know that?
Well, I didn't know that. I
When I
didn't
was
think you
younger.
could have water.
Oh my god, there's a video of it.
We have 3 minutes.
So cool. I know, we don't have to make 1 hour
I know.
exactly.
I know. I'm just telling you my phone's going to go off in 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. Wow, that is so cool. Did I ever tell you that I wanted to be a geologist when I was little?
I don't think so.
True story. I love rocks.
There you go.
Okay. But not like crystals. I'm not into crystals. I'm not into that bullshit. If you send me a crystal,
Yeah.
I'll kill myself. Just kidding. Alright. So Hull hired some dudes to quarry a 10-foot 4.5 inch long block of gypsum from Iowa, and he was like, oh yeah, it's for Abraham Lincoln. I'm building a statue, don't worry about it. So then he shipped it to Chicago, where he hired this German stonecutter named Edward Burghardt, and was like, make this into a giant naked man. And he also made him swear to secrecy that he would never tell anyone.
When we say naked, full dick. Like
Full noodle.
Yeah.
Flapping in the breeze. Well, not really, because it's stone, but you know.
It would be if it wasn't stone. I just...
It's not like it's a skeleton of a giant.
No.
It's like if a man just
got
Not
covered
even
in
like a
plaster, basically.
It literally
Yeah,
looks
because
like
it's
plaster.
not even like normal shape. Like, look at his arm, how
yeah,
weird
he's
and
shaped
deformed
weird.
it is.
Like, his arm's too short. You can somehow see all of his ribs. He has no neck. Like, it's not normal human proportions, which I guess makes sense. That wasn't what they were going for. But
yeah.
still somehow has an anatomically correct human penis. I don't understand, but whatever.
Yeah.
That's the part they got right.
It's very weird. It's not normal. It's also not proportional. Everything is weird.
No.
Anyway, so they used like various stains and acids to make it look old and weathered. And they beat the surface of it with with steel knitting needles embedded in a board. So that it looked like he had pores.
Wow.
This is so stupid. People are so fucking stupid. Oh my god. Okay. So then Hull transported it by railroad to his cousin's farm in, where was it? I don't know. Maybe in, where was this? Oh, in Cardiff, New York. Duh. Okay, so in New York. So it goes from Chicago to New York after the German was sworn to secrecy or he would be killed or something.
And they beat it with a board.
And beating it with a board full of knitting needles. And then, so by then, what's his name? Hull had spent like $2,600 on it, which in 2019 money was $49,940.
Oh my god.
Who just has that lying around and is like, you know, it would be so funny if I just made like this big dicked stone dude and sent it to my cousin's farm.
He really hated Methodists, apparently.
Yeah, he was like, fuck these Methodists. Fuck them up. Show them what's what. What did a Methodist ever do to you, bruh? Okay, anyway. So then a year later, they just started to dig. And they're like, whoa, can you believe it? There's a thing here. So one of the men well, I don't really want to read that because it's not PC. So fuck that, moving on. So they started charging people 25 cents, which is like almost $5 in 2019 money. And then 2 days later, they doubled the price, and people started rolling in like by the wagon load. No joke. So they, a bunch of geologists and paleontologists and archaeologists and stuff looked at it and were like, "This is not a person."
What?
But they were like, however, this could be, and hear me out, a statue carved by a French Jesuit in the 16th or 17th century.
Oh my
in order to
God.
impress local Native Americans.
Somehow I'm gonna go with no.
No.
You don't know what those priests are doing up there?
I mean,
Being weird? I don't
sure,
know. Those
it's
Jesuits?
possible, I suppose.
Okay.
This next guy, his name looks like it should be Nathaniel, but then someone put the letters in a bag and shook it really hard and then dumped him out. So, I can't even say it.
Off.
Oh my god, antivirus protection. Othniel?
That's what it looks like. There's no pronunciation on his page, so we're stuck with Othniel.
Cool. Fuck that. Oh, he kind of looks like, kind of like Rutherford B. Hayes with the beard business, but like, oh, you know who he is? He's Taft and Rutherford B. Hayes shoved together because he's a little chunky. Okay, so he's a Yale paleontologist, and he was like, this is made of gypsum, so, wait. She did. Oh, okay. So he looked at it and he was like, there's like fresh tool marks on here, you fucking idiots. It's not been buried forever and ever. Just because it has pock marks on it from a knitting needle means nothing. and he termed it to be, quote, a most decided humbug. Which means a person or object that behaves in a deceptive or dishonest way. I love it so much. Okay. But then some theologians and preachers started to defend its authenticity because they were like, remember in Genesis when like
no.
So this is when the term, or not the term, but the phrase, this is where we get the phrase, quote, there's a sucker born every minute. Mm-hmm. Because fucking so many people and P.T. Barnum did not say that. Nope. I fucking hate him. So we're gonna say right now that he did not say that. So anyone who says that he said that is wrong. It was attributed actually to David Hannum, who said that because he was looking at all these fucking idiots like walking through, and they're like, "Wow, real giants, crazy! Can you believe?" When clearly they were not. Mm-hmm. Hull eventually sold his part of because like people had started like paying to see this, so he sold like his half of it, and he got in 2019 money the equivalent of $465,024, which fuck you.
Dude, we need to become scammers. Like, Jesus Christ.
Seriously, I can come up with such a better scam and it won't look so deformed. You know, and okay, I'll save it. I'll hold it in, but I have another thing to talk about for half a second. So let's see. Yeah, they started to realize that it was a fake, and everyone was like, "Yeah, no shit." And so Barnum started like taking the Cardiff Giant around so everyone could look at it, and yeah, it just kind of died down, the hype over it. But there was another one made, and that too was found to be a fake because people are stupid, and please.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think Barnum made his own fake one because they wouldn't sell him the real one.
Yes, he did.
Just
right.
To be
clear. Yeah, they didn't sell him the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to see what was open on my phone when I opened my phone?
Sure.
Or when I opened Google on my phone?
A frog!
Right, your frogs.
It's a frog
but
with
open
giant
this
eyes.
big.
I love it.
My student was like, "What do frog eyes look like?" I'm like, "You can just put a black dot." And he's like, "No, you have to Google it." And I was like, "Just put a black dot." And he was like, "No." I was like, "Dude, you're in kindergarten. Just put a fucking black dot."
Nope. Gotta Google it.
Okay.
Thanks for listening. Goodbye. We have no ending. Fuck off. Go fuck yourself.
Bye.
Oh my gosh.
Bye. If you listen here, Oklahoma, if you fucking pay to go hunt a Bigfoot, I will personally come to your house and kill you. That is a fact.
Oh gosh.
Invest in bridges. Your infrastructure is failing.
Okay.
Anyway.
Bye.
Anyway, bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thanks for listening to The Triad. Our music is by Scott Buckley. Our audio is recorded by our sound engineers, Craig Bott and Audrey Credo.
If you like the show, please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Tumblr as The Triad Podcast. Our website is thetriadpodcast.wordpress.com. There, you can find information about our latest episode, including the show notes and sources.
We're also on Patreon as The Triad. Currently, all Patreon funds will go towards the cost of hosting the show. Each tier has its own rewards, but every patron receives our undying gratitude. Do you have comments, questions, or stories? Email us at thetriadpod@gmail.com. And thank you again for listening to The Triad, where we're spooky but sensitive.